Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Press the notification bell beside the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. As you guys can see by the title, we're going to be talking about what you need to know, advice that I had to give for high school and all that good old stuff. Seniors and juniors, I have a whole other video coming out for you guys who are already in high school. So stay tuned for that one next. But this one is first. So 8th graders, upcoming freshmen, you guys are obviously super ecstatic, ready to go to high school, or you're either really nervous or you're scared. Don't fret, don't fear. Jada is here to help and answer questions. Plus my DMs is always open, my Facebook Messenger is always open, Snapchat, you guys can always contact me with any advice you need. I'm here for you. So let's really get started. Okay, so my first thing, the very first thing I'm going to get off the list, I'm going to stress to you guys, and I'm going to tell you this over and over and over. Make sure when you get to high school, you don't play games with your education. Any other year, 10th, 11th, and 12th, all they go off of your freshman year. So whatever you start off with is whatever you're building off of, if you kind of understand, you feel me? So don't play around and wait till last minute to try and tighten up, okay? Because this is the year that kind of matters the most. Because I can guarantee you, if your class got 150 students, 200, as time goes on, people will get held back and drop out. But if your class has 200 and your number 150 out of 200, freshman year at the end of the year, then baby, it's going to be hard to even be a 50 by your senior year. And I mean that, and that's my good word. So what I advise you to do is don't go into high school thinking that it's all fun and games. I don't mean to scare you. I'm not saying that the classes are challenging or anything. What I am saying is that it's not a joke. Like literally, if you care about your education, which you should, it's super easy to get good grades. You study hard and you work for it, literally. So please, and if you need help, always ask for help, invest in a tutor, stuff like that, get with a study group, all that good old stuff. But please make sure that you start off your freshman year with a nice solid GPA at the end of the year. I would say 2.75 and above, because I started off with a 2.75. I would have had a 3.0, but I actually had a C in PE. So don't be like me and play around like I should have had a freaking B or an A. It's PE. So seriously, do what you have to do because you want to hit the ground running. So anything less than that, you should not settle for, okay? Period. So now that the serious education stuff is out the way, let's get into some other things. So number one, school is what you make of it, okay? Period. You can dress, okay, I don't know about certain people. If you have a uniform and stuff, then this is not the part for you. But honestly, school is what you make of it, okay? If you have no uniform, then dress it and express yourself through your clothing. Don't, look, girls, you don't have to show all your body and this, but you can be beautiful with clothes on and fully clothed and all that. But just express yourself through your clothing if you can. If you can't, you can express yourself through your attitude, your hairstyles. If you wear makeup, you can just express yourself through a lot of different things. So make sure that your appearance is one thing that you try to keep up with, okay? Because just do it, okay? But it's not a major thing, okay? 2, 3, don't be scared, okay? Don't go into high school thinking that it's the worst thing ever, but also don't go into high school thinking that it's High School Musical, because that's not what high school is at all. You're in for a rude awakening, and somebody's gonna really hurt your feelings. High school is obviously what you make of it, but it's also you're with other people. So not only do your actions affect them, but their actions affect you, okay? If somebody's had a bad day, their mom cursed them out in the car this morning, they bump into you, that affects you, okay? So don't expect it all to be peaches and cream, standing on the table singing, everybody getting along, smiling. No. But don't go in there thinking people are just going to throw your books, down and stuff and etc. Definitely just don't be scared, okay? And So I would say don't set the bar too high and don't set it too low, okay? That's just that. Okay, so number 4, please don't expect like the people like that you knew from K through 8 to be the same people from 9 through 12. We change. We go through things. Things happen. Lots of different things happen in these 4 years of your life, okay? A lot of things happen through 6 through 8, right? A lot of more things are definitely about to happen. So you can't expect Sally to be the same Sally that she was in 8th grade. Sally might change over the summer and like not want to talk to you anymore. Sally might talk about you. Like Sally might not even be like being mean towards you or anything. She just doesn't want to be bothered with you anymore. She might change her circle around. She might change her surroundings. And it's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to lose friends. Perfectly okay, and it's perfectly normal. Okay, people change you. You're gonna change. Okay, you're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have bad changes. You're gonna have good changes and good days. You know, everybody just gonna change. Now I'm not saying get discouraged, don't cut them off now, like don't force anything to happen, but I'm just telling you naturally people will change and a lot of different things will happen. So expect your circle, if it's like, because you know 8th grade is usually pretty big, expect it to shuffle around a little bit and probably end up with a triangle. High school, like you might find your true set of friends, you will, but you know, so just do that. Okay, so number 5, be optimistic, be outgoing. Please don't come into high school with the attitude of no new friends. Please don't come into high school with the attitude of let me get in here and let me get out. Please come in with like full of life. I mean, I'm not, like I said, don't come to, you know, Gabriella or whatever, but come in and try and make the most of it, okay? Get into as many clubs as you can that you're interested in, not clubs that you don't like just to get into them, but get into things that you're going to engage in, things that you're passionate about. If not, try to start a club, you know, do stuff like that, okay? Like, get involved as much as you can, try and get as much community service, you know, make your mark on your school, okay? You don't want to, try not to just be a member, okay? Like, somebody should not hear your name, Rebecca Sheffield, and be like, who is that? Oh, the girl that was in the back of the class? Oh, yeah, I seen her a couple times in the hallway. Like, leave your mark, okay? Like, every teacher almost knows you, staff, people from games, the whole student body. Like, make sure that you're active in your school and your community as much as you can be. Don't push yourself too hard, but definitely don't, you know, just sit there and just get your education and call it a day, okay? Make it, okay? Make it the best. So, like, 6, make sure that you're making connections and bonds with these adults in your school. I say this to say that, like, I say this because these are the connections that you need for the next level. When you need a letter of recommendation, when you're having a bad day and you just need somebody to talk to, like find that one teacher, the one janitor, if maybe guidance counselor, whatever the case may be. Find that one adult that you can just attach to and get very close with them and get a good bond with them, you know, because that will pay off in the end, and it will be such a reliever to have like an adult that you have on campus that you can trust, that you can, you know, cry to, that you can be real with if you need things. Like, that is so essential, okay? Like, do that, okay? Do that. Even if it's a teacher, people might call you a teacher's pet, but do what you got to do for yourself, because I promise you, when you're needing a recommendation for college or a job, that's what they're gonna be you're gonna need them, okay? So number 7, please don't go into school trying to disrespect adults, okay? Don't try to be the class clown. I mean, yeah, every class needs a funny person. You can be funny in the most respectful ways ever. You don't have to, you know, curse a teacher out, be mean to the substitutes. You don't have to do stuff like that. Like, truly, like, if you're a class clown or whatever, just minimize your rudeness and your disrespectfulness, okay? Like, make sure you're giving respect, because when it's time for awards day, when it's time to pick who's going to be student of the month, and etc, you won't be even thought of, okay? Like, that's the last person that I'm thinking about. Like, make sure that you're leaving a positive mark, okay? Like, try not to be the kid that's remembered as being disruptive, and please just don't disrupt the class and stuff. I really hate stuff like that. I really do. Okay, number 8, if you're a girl, make sure that you, which you might be doing this in middle school, but make sure that you keep a pad or a tampon Summer's Eve wipe, a change of like underwear, and then a change of pants. It could be a cheap pair of leggings, whatever the case may be. It should be in your book bag or locker at all times. And when you use it for your emergencies, because there will be at least one emergency your whole 4 years, then replace it. Don't ever just use it and then it's gone, because it might come again that you need it, okay? So definitely do that, okay? Like, that's super essential. That's super important. Also, girls, I mean boys too, I guess, but if you plan on doing makeup, if you plan on like wearing wigs and you're like, you know, gluing them and stuff, like whatever you need like to touch up through the day, keep a brush on you, keep a comb on you, keep a little bottle of lotion from Bath and Body Works, keep some perfume on you, if you know, lip gloss at all times, you know, those little essentials that you need. Try and have that on your own so you don't have to ask anybody else, okay? And also, you just want to keep your own self up, you want to keep your appearance up, you want to do the best things for you, okay? So make sure you have that. So number 9 is upperclassmen, okay? Please don't be the freshman girl or the freshman boy to fall in love with a 12th grader and think that y'all gonna be forever and ever have little pretty like babies and live, you know, in a big mansion and a house on a hill and stuff. Don't do it, okay? Honestly, why do you want to be with somebody like 3 to 4, maybe even 5 years older than you? You feel me? Like, don't do it to yourself. And then a lot of those upperclassmen, especially the males, only have intentions of doing one thing, and they feel like freshmen are so vulnerable and they're easy to get. And because so many freshmen feel like, oh, like a senior boy wants me, like, oh my god, like, I had to strike, I had to take the opportunity. You fall in love, you lose your virginity, and then he leaving you, he going on to the next freshman, the next sophomore, the next junior, okay? So just don't be that freshman and do that. If you do somehow, I'm not saying every senior is like that, every upperclassman is like that, but also remember that one day they were in your shoes, like they were also freshmen one time. They done did all that good old stuff that they were once the prey, and now they're the predators, you feel me? Like, just know that, okay? Just know that. But if you do find like a senior that you find yourself attracted to and you actually think that they're genuine, give it a test run. You know, please wait some time before you do anything with them, before you link with them, before you start catching feelings. Do your research, ask around, like your friends, you know, anything about this boy. Things like that, of that nature, are super key, because you don't want to set yourself up for the kill, okay? Period. Number 10, make sure that you're not being a drama queen or a drama king or whatever. Make sure you're not coming into high school like one of those like ghetto kids trying to, or not even ghetto, but trying to be like this big bully or make a name for yourself that's not that name that you need. Don't be like the one child that adults know as being like bad or anything. You feel me? Don't be that girl, don't be that boy. Don't be fighting at 7:30 in the a.m. You know, learn to learn self-control, you know, learn your limitations, learn how to calm yourself down, like all that good stuff. Please don't go into high school fighting, because that one 9th grade fight could be the fight that when you're applying for colleges 4 years later be the reason that you're not into the school that you want to, or any school for that matter, because that one fight. And if you do have to fight, please make sure you don't get into more than one, okay? You don't want to be in a case scenario where you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fights on your record, because you can just see where that's gonna go, okay? 11, make as many memories as you can, okay? Go to games, please. Go to the PBIS celebrations. That's like for good kids. Like, be good so you can go to those celebrations that your school holds. I'm sure they hold something. Go to the plays that they hold. Like, do as much as you can, like I said that, but make sure you're making a lot of memories, okay? Because being a senior, a 2020 senior at that, having so many things stripped from me at one time, like having my senior breakfast, my senior walk, senior prank day, you know, a last day officially as a senior, like all those things being taken away from you is crazy. So make as many memories as you can, because you never know what the circumstances are, and you should take advantage of these opportunities, period, okay? So make sure We're gonna have bad days sometimes. Everybody has them, but enjoy as many days as you can, okay? And that's just that. 12, please, you do not have to smoke at school, okay? You do not have to bring weed to school. You do not have to smoke blacks at school, cigarettes, do crack. You don't have to pierce people's belly buttons in the bathroom. Like, you don't have to do these crazy, obnoxious, absurd things at school, okay? It's not called for, it's not needed, and it's very unnecessary. If you need to smoke, if you need to drink, if you need to, whatever the case, off campus, because those on campus things can cause big consequences. And you can be a sneaking if you want. You might get off a couple of times, but that's not something that you want to make a repeat behavior, for one. And for two, school is not for that, okay? Period. There are people with asthma, like moi, and we just don't want to smell it, okay? Yeah. 13, make memories, but try and be like pretty good. Like, you can skip 1 time, 2 times, 3 times a year, whatever, but you don't have to skip 1,000,001 times. Like, it should not be a constant thing that you're known for skipping. Like, and for real, try and be punctual, try and be on time. Those tardies and things definitely add up, and you don't want to be the person that your friends look at you, or the teacher looks at you and say, look who decided to show up to class today. Like, you don't want that, okay? You shouldn't want that. So try and be punctual. It's really not that hard. School is usually literally only 8 hours. You can do 8 hours of school, okay? You can do 10 hours of everything else. You can do a full summer of everything else. You got a whole quarantine added to your summer. You had a lot of time to be late. You should be excited to go to school. You should want to be on time, you feel me? Period. 14, be supplied, okay? Just period. Be supplied. Pencil, paper is mandatory. Anything else is extra, okay? Your teacher tells you extra things, like you need a binder or whatever. But if anything, like if you don't have nothing else, please make sure you come to school with a pencil and paper, okay? That's just like for real. You know, I'll answer questions if you need, but just make sure that you're making the most out of your freshman year, guys. Like, do it. Listen to my advice. Ask me questions if needed. Ask other people in your communities questions. Ask your mom, ask your dad, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, and make the most of it. You feel me? Like, take what you're receiving, soak it in, absorb it up, and get ready for your first day. I mean, you got a long time. This video is in May, okay? School don't start till August, some people September, but still, literally, like, make the most of every day, of every situation, and make your mark. I cannot stress that enough, guys. Make your mark. Don't be just an attendee, okay? Like, be somebody that, oh, Jada Jones, I know her. The school president, member of the Anchor Club, a student leader. She was in the play. Like, be that person, okay? Be that person, okay? And don't be scared to try new things. Get into as many clubs as you can. If you don't know, like, do I like to debate? Try it. Battle of the Books, try it. Like, do these things and do them well, okay? Try everything. Get into everything. Make your mark. Make a name. Leave a legacy. Period. I'm open for questions in the comments or my DMs. Whatever you're more comfortable with, leave them there. But this is the end of the video. I went off top of the head. You know, some people like usually write this stuff down to be more organized, but I think I did pretty good not to have anything written down. If you're an 11th or 12th grader and you watch this, like, that's funny to me, but I have a video coming for you guys. Sophomores, I have nothing to say because, like, I don't find sophomore year like that essential or important, but it still is. You know, you're still important or whatever, but sophomore year is really just light work. So yeah, I love each and every one of you guys. I hope you're staying safe and being healthy and making right decisions during this quarantine, you know. And yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I love y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we is out.